The other tollways are okay right now. No delays to report on I-80. That's traffic. I'm Jim Calamonte. On AM 560, The Answer.
Chicago's Morning Answer continues next. Your official Chicagoland weather forecast from the 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning Weather Center. Sunny and nice day ahead, high 82. Currently 63. Your next news update is at 7. And Chicago's Morning Answer with Dan and Amy continues next on AM 560, The Answer.
You want more than just the headlines? Find out what's going on and what it means with me, Dennis Prager, this morning at 11, right here on AM 560, The Answer.
Good morning, Dan. And in for Amy this morning is John Cash, Chicago Tribune columnist extraordinaire. John, Oprah has spoken, so everybody quiet down.
Did she ask for a piece of pie?
She imparting her wisdom and raising issues of
Because I remember
moral clarity.
I remember when she went to the White House with Gail. They were having a little thing with Michelle. She was a little upset with her.
Mm-hmm.
And Gail said, we sat there for an hour, Michelle talking about the pie, but she never offered us a piece of pie.
It's fascinating. That's a great story.
It is.
I mean,
It tells you everything you need to know.
Well, Oprah, the Oracle of Chicago,
Mhm.
on the state of play in our culture.
I think what people are missing is a core moral center.
Oh, yeah.
We've lost what the center is. That's why I actually believe storytelling is a form of a new religion, because it's the place where people can gather and be inspired and see themselves and get filled. You know, churches used to do that. The storytelling in the church used to do that. It was a central place you could come to, and there was a core center of values about a way of living and a way of being in the world. So until we can return to that, however that is, in whatever form, we will continue to be lost.
I'll tell you what, nobody does a better Marianne Williamson impersonation than Oprah
I was
Winfrey.
just thinking of Dark Crystals and Sinister Forces.
So we used to have
Keith Words and
churches.
Incense.
We still do.
Yeah, I go to one.
Yeah,
You go to one.
I'm pretty sure. I'm almost positive we still do.
Actually, we're in the fasting period now for the Assumption of the Virgin Mary, both Catholic and Greek Orthodox.
It would be August 15th.
15th, correct.
Yeah.
And then the Croatians are going to cook some lamb on August 15th.
But it's worth noting, though, Oprah Winfrey seems to be suggesting, since churches no longer provide this important storytelling function,
She does.
right the transvestite storytelling hours. That's replacing the churches. Drag queen storytelling hours, right?
Right. We
Yeah,
should
that's
set up
sure.
a virtue signal with Oprah.
Sure, that's going to address
You've got
that.
a car. You've got a car. You've got a car.
It's going to address that moral failing that she's talking about. And then there's this. I mean, this is remarkable. So inspired by the back and forth between President Trump and Elijah Cummings, this guy named Scott Pressler, who is a Trump supporter, proud Trump supporter, and has got quite an online following, he organized a cleanup of West Baltimore. 300 volunteers on August 5th took to the streets of Northwest Baltimore, cleaning up trash from alleyways in an Americans Helping Americans event organized by this conservative activist named Scott Pressler. 12 hours, 12 tons of trash collected. I'm a big Trump supporter, but I wanted people to know that's not the reason we're coming here today. It's not a pro-Trump rally, and it's not an anti-Cummings rally. This is truly the community coming together. The response from the Baltimore Sun to this event? Whatever he says his motives were, Scott Pressler's presence in Baltimore reinforces the tired image that poor people in the city can't take care of their own neighborhoods. I mean, the left is so up their own hindquarters. The entire proposition of the left, of identity politics, of the white wokesters like Christian Gillibrand, the entire proposition is no minority can survive and succeed without me, the white liberal, intervening to run your life for you. That's their entire offering. Everything. Free this and free that, and a government program for that, and we're going to intercede here, and we're going to give you. That's the entire basis of their philosophy.
Full disclosure, the Baltimore Sun is part of the Tribune Company empire.
Yeah, I wouldn't brag about that.
And the editorial board, and I'm on the editorial board of the Tribune. I don't know if we go out of our way to criticize our brethren.
Well, that's what you have
Just
me
let
here
you know.
for.
So I'm just watching you while I'm tweeting out a picture of Rod Blagojevich.
By the way, Scott Pressler tweeted out a fun picture, too. We found this newspaper while cleaning up trash in West Baltimore. Washington Post, Obama makes history, 11 years old. Isn't that great? Don't tell me that God doesn't have a sense of humor. All right, for more on this, two ladies also with a sense of humor, the first ladies of punditry. They are Diamond and Silk, Trump supporters, hosts of The Viewer's View, contributors to Fox Nation, stars of the documentary Dummycrats. Ladies, thanks for joining us again. Appreciate it.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for
having us.
How about the Americans Helping Americans cleanup event in Baltimore, and what some of the reaction from the left has been, as we were just discussing?
Well, I like the fact that Americans are helping Americans. What I don't understand, with them getting, what Elijah Cummings getting $16 billion in taxpayer dollars, why didn't somebody think to buy trash bags and decon for the rats 11 years ago? I don't get that. I don't understand that. You have to understand that this is the way the left operate. They want to keep black people stuck in the mindset of either being on drugs, living in trash, living in filth, living in squalor, because they think that's the norm. Mm-hmm. They think that that's okay. They think that that's where the mindset is at. And what they're upset about is that people are getting out of that mindset. I don't have to live like this. I can think for myself. I don't have to live in squalor. Where is the money? And it's going to have black people questioning these black governmental officials
that's
just skimming from the top and leaving people left at the bottom. So that's what's wrong with the left. So what they will do is they will demonize whoever's trying to do something, make them look bad, ostracize, criticize, and stigmatize them. This is what I say to the American people, keep it going. But here's the deal. Americans, I understand they should clean up their communities, but where is all of this money going that's supposed to facilitate that and make sure that that happens on a weekly basis? Because we have something in this country called sanitation, where the trash people come and pick up the trash or whatever. What happened to that, and why is certain parts of Baltimore being neglected?
That's right.
We need to take a good look at that.
Not only Baltimore, but a lot of the inner and urban cities, especially Chicago, and a lot more other places, Detroit. You know, this is being overran with all of this poverty. It's been here for a long, very long time. And then the despicable rats that's running around in these doggone cities, it do not make any sense. Nobody had enough sense to purchase any decon to kill the rats with $16 billion. I mean, the rats are running around like puppies, and it's like they are becoming generational rats. It's disgusting, and it's time to speak out about it. I'm glad we have a president that did not mind poking the bear and saying, this is what's going on. Look at the corruption behind the money and see exactly what's going on. And people are speaking up. People are happy about it, and we have to continue to drive the message home so people can see this is what's been keeping you stuck in the same rut for all of these years, and you keep voting for the same people that's doing it to you.
Wait, ladies, can you please give Elijah Cummings a break here? Because
a break?
You asking me? No, he don't need a break. What he need to do is retire. If he want a break, he need to retire.
That's right.
You know, Elijah Cummings is not mentally or physically fit to serve in our U.S. Congress. Yet they got him out there as if he's the savior of the day. He's no savior. He's no king. He's a failed congressman that has failed his district.
That's right.
And the people that live in his district.
That's right.
Shame on him.
Wait a minute.
That's right.
He's married to Maya Rockmore Cummings. She's got a
I
foundation.
don't care if he was married to Mary Magdalene. The deal is that he needs to step down.
That's right.
Because he's $16 billion. I'm talking about billion, B with the capital B. $16 million, I think it's about 600 and some thousand people that stay in Baltimore. That's, if you if you break that down, that's $20-some million per person. And you mean to tell me people living in squalor like that? No. And you can, I don't care if you black, white, or pinstripe. You can call out if you are a government official.
That's right.
You work for the people. We gonna call you out when you're not doing right by the people.
And just because you speak facts don't mean that you are on attack. You are speaking the facts about what's really going on. I don't care what color you are. There's a lot of Democrat run-down cities with Nancy Pelosi, her being a white woman, down to Elijah Cummings, him being a black man. Democrat-ran inner cities are being run down to the ground, have been run down to the ground. They go out here and they speak all of these promises. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. And the only time you hear them speaking is when they need a vote. After you give them their vote, then they're gone somewhere.
And wait a minute, and a newspaper from 11 years ago out there in the trash pile. Yeah, so that means that ain't nobody been doing nothing. Everybody been getting their kickbacks and their paddywhacks, and the people are getting left behind, and I'm tired of it. And I'm also tired of these white liberals thinking that it's okay for black people, mostly black people, to live in squalor and live in filth. And then they turn a blind eye like that's how we supposed to live. I think every black American needs to stand up. They need to denounce these liberals. They need to denounce the Democrat Party and switch their party to Republican to vote for President Trump in 2020.
Well, he seems to be the only one caring about black people.
Yeah,
what about the liberal white ladies in the suburbs that feel so guilty about what's happening?
Liberal white ladies in the suburbs, and they think it's okay for black people to live in squalor with rats running across their heads, then they need to be denounced too.
So I mean, I gotta say though that there's reinforcements on the way. You heard last week in the Dem Socialist debate night too that Senator Kirsten Gillibrand is embarking on a White Women of Privilege educational tour. So you know that'll help. She's going to educate white women about their privilege. So you think that's going to provide some benefits?
What about some of these people like the Oprah Winfrey that have black privilege, like the Jay-Z that have black privilege in this country? It's crazy to me. You know what's crazy? And I don't get caught up in it. I'm going to tell you why. Because I don't want nobody boxing me in and stereotyping me because of something that's happened in our past. We were all dealt the same hand when we got here.
Right.
So now let's clean up the mess and continue moving forward.
That's
but
right.
You can't do that when somebody want to still paint you as if you're a slave.
That's
still
right.
think that you can't think for yourself. Still think it's okay for you to live in squalor. Still think it's okay for you to work for slave wages. Telling you that they're going to give you everything when they not going to give you nothing. It's not going to be the very best. It's going to be the very less. I'm tired of it and everybody else is tired of it. It's time for America to stand up against these liberals, against the Democrat Party. We don't need your reparations. Black people need to be liberated from the Democrat Party.
And one more thing you got to remember is that the Democrats are the party of segregation. This is what they do. They're used to segregating people by groups, by color, by race. This is exactly what they do. It's nothing new. What we got to do is stop falling for the okie doke and make sure we get out and vote for President Donald J. Trump.
I got to ask you, I've been covering politics for a lot of years, for many centuries, and on election day and the day before, in the black communities in Chicago, the aldermen and the committeemen pull up trucks, or used to, and hand out hams, and they hand out turkeys, and they hand out goodies to people. Doesn't that work anymore?
That's cool. They used to come pick you up in a van, and once they took you to vote, then they would go and get you a hamburger.
A two for two.
And send you on back home. But them days is over with. You can keep your little burgers. You can keep your turkey, because now President Trump got this economy booming. People have jobs. They can buy their own burgers and turkeys. People can think for themselves. They need to get out and vote. Vote against. Listen, when you vote for these liberals, look at how you're living. Do you want to continue to live like that? Because had President Trump not shed a light on it, those people would still be living in all of that filth. Nobody would have went down there and picked up the trash. $16 billion. Nobody had sense enough to get trash bags and get some decon to kill the rest. That tells you the type of thinking that these congressmen are doing. They need to be voted out, or they need to step down.
That's right.
I love it. I hope Diamond and Silk get on tour the way Kirsten Gillibrand is post haste. We need